My name is Lisa Westford, and I'd just like to give a little bit of a background of why I got involved with sound therapy. And it started, believe it or not, around 2000. I had actually was working at a medical college of Georgia, and one of the programs that they had was the MCG Art Council, and we brought sound therapy into the hospitals. So we actually worked in pediatrics and in oncology department where we had people that came in and played piano, the harp, the guitar, and we noticed that the patients overall were doing a lot better. So sound therapy, that was the beginning of it being seen in medical centers. About 5 years ago, I was on a journey of trying to figure out what I wanted to really do. And I was already doing Reiki, and somebody had suggested to me about doing sound because they knew I had a musical background. I did piano when I was a little kid, and I did band and I did choir. And so they knew that I had an understanding of what music was. And so somebody actually handed me a bowl and said, start playing it. So I started playing the bowl, and I'm like, this is something I could get really into. And so I started with some crystal bowls, Himalayan bowls, and so I have some that I brought with me today. And recently I brought in doing gongs. So my focus today is actually talking about the two different types of sound therapy I offer. So the first type is vibrational sound therapy, and that is with an individual person that they come in and I actually put the bowls on them. So Lindsay's going to graciously volunteer because my volunteer isn't here. She gets to have the bowls put on her. Yay. So these bowls are actually designed for the vibration versus actually you hearing them. So if I tap it, do you hear it, Colleen?
Oh yeah.
A little bit? Okay.
That sounds like Mirabelle.
Yeah.
So I put it on her and I tap it and she actually feels the vibration in her stomach area. She can also feel it down in her legs or in the upper chest. So the bigger bowl I actually use on a person's chest area or on the back. And the smaller bowl, I use it on the hand. And then I can move it up the body, and then I also use it on the legs. So literally during a session, a person is feeling the bowl around their entire body during the session. So that's a vibrational sound session. The other type of therapy I do is sound baths. And this is what a lot of people get confused. Sound baths are public events that I offer and that are scheduled. And for those, people also lay on a yoga mat. And instead of placing bowls on a person, I'm actually playing the bowl. And people hear it. So the difference between a vibrational sound session is you're actually feeling the vibrations. And with a sound bath, you're actually hearing the sound waves throughout the room. And usually it doesn't matter where you lay in the room, you're gonna hear the sound as it's traveling throughout the room. Thank you, Lindsay. Some of the benefits of sound therapy is, for one, it's relaxation. And it's very good to have it as part of your self-care plan. It's also great for stress reduction. And most of the research that's coming out in the medical field regarding sound therapy is actually in neuroscience and psychology. That's where they're really focusing on what it actually does for the brain. So we know it helps people with anxiety, autism, PTSD, postpartum depression. These are things that can help a person. I personally also am kind of keeping a track of how it's helping a person physically. So I've had people come in with gut issues that they're having problems with digestion. This is helping them with that. I've had people who come in with back pain, who can't bend over, go to a chiropractor, can't get an adjustment. They come to me and then they go to a chiropractor and get that adjustment because the bowls are actually working to relax the muscles in the body. We know it lowers the heart rate, a person's breathing, and blood pressure. So those are some of the benefits of sound therapy. I will actually have a flyer on the table as you're walking out that you can pick up that talks about sound therapy. I also offer everyone a complimentary session for you to come try it because so many people don't know what sound therapy is. I want you to come and experience it because I can talk to you as much as I want, but for you to feel it, that's where you know the difference of what it can actually do for you. Thank you. Does anybody have any questions?
So if they're having more physical ailments like the GI distress or back pain, or do you suggest having the vibrational bowls or just doing or coming to the sound bath?
I usually, well, it depends. Is if they're having back problems or they're having GI problems, it's usually really good just to come in and have an individual session because you're actually feeling the vibrations on you. In the medical field, we use sound, ultrasounds. So for new moms and that stuff, as well as to break up gallbladder stones, kidney stones. We're also using it now for cancer to break that up. So I think it's better for that, but I've had people come in for a sound bath. A guy walked out afterwards, he goes, I came in, I had heartburn so bad, and he left and he didn't have heartburn. So you still get the benefit of it, it's just more effective if you're actually feeling the vibration, okay? Any other questions?
Do you work with kids too?
Yes, yeah. I've actually worked on really small children, usually about 2 years. I don't work any younger than that normally. On up, I can work on pregnant moms. I just cannot put the bowl on their belly, but I can put it on the rest of their body, or I can have the bowl set up around them and actually work on them that way. Yes.
Do you do group sound therapy?
Yes, I do.
Would you come to somebody's office?
Yes, I do private sound baths, and that I would actually come. I also am willing to come and talk to any group about this, like I did for Joan and Kat. I actually went to the group just to talk to them because this is so brand new. There's only about 5 sound therapists here in Tucson who actually do the bowls. And I'm the only licensed one, which is brand new to the field, is that we actually have to go through all the background that the massage therapist does for getting that license. All right, thank you.
Thank you.